Hello everyone, I am Kurt Dolan with Waterworks for Africa. We're in the most beautiful area called Cholo District, and this is Naphiyo village number 2A. These are Lomwe people, it's a tribal group, and this was installed 8 months ago, October 5th, 2021, and we're dedicating it to the Sonlight Foursquare Church. We're grateful for the Sonlight Foursquare in partnering with us in a long-term relationship to bring change into very difficult to reach areas. And it's appropriate because this is the first sunshine that we've had all day. And it's been cloudy all week, it's been rainy. We didn't even think we'd be able to get out here because of the bad weather. But for the Sonlight Church, we want you to know this is the first sunlight we've had today. There's 60 families in this area. You can see it's so beautiful, unbelievable. And we have members of the water committee here, and this water committee is empowered to repair and maintain these boreholes because we're very keen on sustainability. We're not just here poking water holes in the ground for water. We want to make sure these last for decades and decades. So 60 families, and Mavis is the chair lady. She's only 29 years old, but for her, this first clean water she ever had. And we're also here with many other people. This is Annie. She's 60 years old, never had clean water. Can you imagine in your entire life never having clean water? This water is going to transform the lives of every person in this village. It's not just water, this is life, hopes, dreams for the future. In fact, you don't see a whole lot of kids here because they're in school today. So one of the things that we found over and over and over again is that because there's a sustainable water source in the village area, kids can go to school on time, academic performance is increased, and that's why there's just not so many kids here right now. So I asked Mavis about, whether or not she actually ever thought she'd have clean water. She said, no, never dreamed it in her entire life. Never even thought that this was ever possible. So when Waterworks for Africa identified this area as one of great need, they just couldn't believe that it would even happen until the trucks actually came here and made this dream come true. They used to get up at 2 a.m., walk to the water point. I go, why so early? Well, because by 3 o'clock in the morning, if they didn't get there, the water would be gone. It would be all removed. So life is extremely difficult anyway here, and it was extremely difficult for women. And one of the things that we find is that the women would fight over a place in line at the water hole. Every day there'd be fights, they'd break buckets. And of course, women are gone long period of times away from the house, away from their children. Marriages suffered. And now they said, we can get up whenever we want. We can actually go work in our fields. We don't have to worry about getting water. We can come anytime we want. Some women are getting 5 buckets, some getting 6. They can get as many as they want. One lady's getting 10 buckets. And of course, it even impacts the life of the elderly. So she still comes and gets 3 buckets. And they're eating better, food tastes better. They're able to use the water for washing themselves, washing their kids. It's completely transforming lives here in Naphiyo village number 2A, Cholo District. So we want to thank Sonlight Foursquare Church for partnering with us to make this happen. And so we found there's 60 families. And I talked to them about how many buckets of water they get. So on average, they get 60 buckets a day. 60 times 60 is 360. And we're going to, on average, we're going to say that they're 20 liters. So you can see there's some buckets, it's even bigger. These are 40 liters. I don't know who's going to lift this one, because water is over 8 pounds a gallon, and this is going to weigh a tremendous amount. Well, we thought through how much money they would have to pay every day for the amount of water they get. So we know that in ShopRite and Blantyre, it costs 4,000 kwacha for 20 liters of water, okay? And so that, to purchase the amount of water, if you purchased it bucket by bucket every day, it would cost 1.4 million kwacha of money for the amount of water they're getting from this every day. So this is an amazing gift. It's an amazing transformation that's happening in this particular village. And again, we just want to thank you, Sonlight Foursquare Church, for making that possible.